Hey everybody, it's Saturday the 21st. It's Rhinebeck day and I am having a rough morning. Running behind. I did everything backward. Like my teeth last, my contacts after my makeup. I think I have an allergic reaction to a face mask that I've used 100 times. And then I realized that I never weaved in the ends to my sweater. So that's what I'm doing now. I met this really cool new to me dyer called Road Trip Stock Yarn. The coolest thing about her is that she dyes colorways inspired by rescue cats, and she gives a percentage of her proceeds to rescue foundations for animals. Her yarn was amazing. There was Angora rabbits there. Oh my gosh, so soft. And then there was this white one in a cage that looked like a sheep because its hair was so crimpy. Another new to me dyer that I found was Into the World. Their yarn was amazing. It was so vibrant and deeply saturated. Not sure I've seen many yarn dyers that have been able to get such a saturated color. One of the best parts about Rhinebeck is being able to see all the wonderful knits that people have made, whether it be sample knits or the knits that they are wearing. I'm going to show you my Rhinebeck loot. So I told myself that I had lots of one skein yarns, and so that I was only going to buy the yarn if it really, really called to me, but I really wanted to focus on some notions and stitch markers. Needless to say, that's not really what happened. There was a couple barns we didn't quite make it to that might have had some more like crafty notions, but most of the buildings we went to were the main buildings with lots of yarn, so of course I got some yarn purchases. But I did also get to go to my favorite stitch markers booth, and so I'll show those as well. So I went to Bumblebee Acres. I intentionally was going to walk right by their booth and not look in, but some of my group did go in and I couldn't help myself. The reason I was going to purposely miss their booth is that their yarn is wonderful to work with, gorgeous bases, gorgeous colors, and I literally could have spent all the money I've ever made in their booth. But I did get some of their yarn, of course. So being mindful that I have a lot of one skein wonders, I saw this yarn and I couldn't help myself, and I got 2 skeins of it. It's showing pretty true to color. It's a little more paintbrushy in person. This is by Bumblebee Acres, of course. It is part of their Outlander inspired collection. This colorway is Brianna, which is the daughter of Jamie and, why do I never remember her name? The main character. I'll put it down below. It's so terrible. The time traveler doctor lady. So it's the daughter between Jamie and her. It's called Brianna. It's on their bubble sock, which is 80% superwash merino and 20% silk. So I got 2 of those. And I got this really cute colorway here, which really, I was like, oh, I don't really need that. Then I looked at the back, and it was inspired by A Court of Thorns and Roses. This is called Lucian, Lord of Foxes, on their squishy sock, which is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. Super buttery soft as well. And then this obviously is my colors. I absolutely love pink. This has got so many different colors of pink, and then it's got some dark purple and some lighter purple, like looks like speckles. This is called the Fuchsia Fairy. It's inspired by flower fairies. This is on their squishy sock, which is the 75% superwash, 25% nylon. This is the last one that I got at Bumblebee Acres. My second favorite type of yarn is like blues and teals and that kind of thing. So that is mostly what this is. It's showing up a little kind of darker and moodier on the screen than it really is. This is also an Outlander inspired. It's called Je Suis Pris, and it's on their squishy sock, 75% superwash, 25% nylon. Then this is a new to me dyer, and I guess it was one of the dyers that my friend Salila really wanted to see. It's Road Trip Yarns, and they dye yarns inspired by cats, and a certain percentage of their proceeds go to animal rescue. And so this is the cat that this yarn is inspired by. Her name is Lucy, I believe. Nope, her name is Nutmeg. She is a tortie just like my cat, so I couldn't resist. This is on fingering weight, 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon. And it's super, super beautiful. I can't wait to see what it looks like wound up and knit up. Also at her booth, I got some cat face stitch markers, and it comes with this cute little tin on the back that says perfect count, which is super cute. Last for the yarn is this colorway. This is called Strange Children. It is from Into the World Yarn and Fiber Coat. It is a new to me dyer. This is on their Cocoa sock, which is 4-ply, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And it's showing up more purple on the screen, but it's more of like a blue purple. I don't really have a good color name for that. Super gorgeous. I saw this and instantly thought of my sister Katrina and thought, wow, I want to make my sister socks out of that. And then right beside it, there was one that was like more purple, like definitely more purple. And I thought maybe that one, because she really likes purple. So while I was there in the booth, I sent a picture to her and I said, which one do you like better? And it was the one that drew me in first, which is pretty cool. So I got that. I'm going to make socks for my sister. And then, of course, I found my wee ones. She makes polymer clay stitch markers. So these are baby sharks. Or they might just be regular sharks, but they look like babies to me. Can't really get a good angle of them. Oh, they're different kind of sharks. There's one hammerhead. One hammerhead. And then like 3 regular. And that's kind of something she does. Is she makes sets of 4 and usually one of them is different. So those are my sharks. I absolutely love sharks. This is candy corn with a little candy pumpkin. Whoops. And I absolutely love candy corn. And then these ones are super cute. These are truffles. Whoops. These are chocolate truffles. How cute is that? And one of them has a bite mark out of it. I think that's super cute. So I got those. And in her booth was a bag. And I've been wanting this kind of bag for a while. So it's got a shorter strap that goes around so you can carry it like this. And it's made out of monarchs, which is my absolute favorite animal in the world. It's very well made so far. I haven't used it, of course. And it's got black and white on the inside. That I found in the Wee Ones booth, and I guess her mom makes bags. And then the very last thing I purchased was in the Bumblebee Acres booth. It's a set of barber cords, which is to help you try on garments. And I've always wanted them. So when I saw them, I couldn't help myself. I thought they'd come with little stoppers, but they don't. So I'll have to pick some friends' brains about that. And then I'm also going to put in, while I'm thinking about it, I made this dream project. It's the Autumn Court sweater by Dragon Horde Yarn or Dragon Horde Designs. It's been on my make list for a long time. It's inspired by a book series called A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah G. Maas. And I started it in March and I just finished it while I was at my sister's house. Middle of last week, I think it was. And I tried it on pre-blocked and I absolutely loved the way it fit. But the color work was kind of scrunchy up here on the yoke. So I steam blocked it because I didn't have time to wet block it because of how late I got home from traveling on Thursday. And what happened was I was so obsessive about getting the color work that I stretched out my neck. Absolutely hated it. Felt completely uncomfortable. Luckily, my friend Salila had a scarf that she let me use to kind of cover the awkwardness on my thing. And my sweater kept kind of like getting saggy throughout the day. So I'm going to try to wet block it, see if I can bring it back together. I know when my socks, when I wear them, they get kind of loose and saggy, and then when I wet block them, they come back together. Also, if I wash them in the washer and dryer, but I'm not doing that with my sweater. So I'm going to try to wet block it. I have been talking to a lot of people. I can like do some sort of crochet thing in the neck to make it more scrunchy, or just like the designer said, I can take out the neck and re-knit the neck. So I've got a couple options, and I'm hoping I can fix it. It's the first sweater out of 5 that actually fits the way I want until I blocked it. So fingers crossed, we'll see how that goes. And yeah. And of course, I saved the best for last. The best part of Rhinebeck this year was meeting the members of the Love and Stitches membership. It was really great to get some photos with some friends. And the only regret that I have is that I didn't get as many photos with the people I met that I wanted to.